So you're gonna have. All right, let's do this again. Um, yeah, that video was very depressing to look at. Like when I go back and I watch it, I can see that. Yeah, I had a lot on my mind, and I think I have There's other personal things that's going on right now. That's been bumming me out as well, sending me into these states of into these sad states that I really do not want to be in. Like I don't have time for this. I hate being like that, but that's just, that is real. That is, what what I've gone through. And you just don't want to feel like you're I don't know, I just wanted to give people I don't know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to give people some insight into what's going on in my head a little bit. There's like a bunch of things I still didn't really get into. It's just for that video, I just wanted to talk about, how I felt about things, why, depression, things like that can creep in there, why I feel just how I feel, But, yeah, it's just, when you think about this brand and what I'm trying to do, I just know it's gonna be an uphill climb, because you gotta convince people to want to buy it. You got people, they gotta buy into the message, and then, you need to have there's just a lot of things you need up front that would just, you don't need everything, just like little things here and there, but knowing me, I think I'm just gonna overly obsess about the little things. Like, no, it needs to be like this. No, this needs to look like this. That's why, even on my Instagram page, I keep deleting stuff, starting over, deleting stuff, starting over, deleting stuff, starting over. This wasn't quite right. Jesus, this wasn't quite right, so I have to redo that. I'm just trying to perfect this, get a little, make it look better. Yeah, and I just know we're getting this started. I just know, some people may like it a little bit. They may like it because they know certain people, but as far as the actual brand, I just know, I just have to get, I have to keep sharing it. I have to overshare it. I gotta keep talking about it. I have to keep doing this. Not like I have to. I want to, because I want more people to know about this brand and what it's about. Where did it actually start? So that's why I did that video and explained that stuff like how I explained. But it is easy. I was just gonna say, it is easy to get discouraged, because it's like, you don't know if people really gonna mess with it for real. You don't know if, oh man, am I wasting my time? Should I even have taken it this far? I'm trying to talk to people, trying to interact with people. Oh, this is just too much. It's like, that's what my brain's like. It's like, even though I'm happy that I'm meeting different people, I'm meeting people that I didn't even think I would see again, stuff like that. It's just, sometimes you get this feeling of, you feel a little overwhelmed, and I think that's why it's easier for me to just isolate and just look within myself, because at least, I don't know, it's more peaceful that way for me. I know it's different for everyone else. There's people, they have a bunch of friends, they have this, they have that, but I don't know, it's like I want that in a sense. Sometimes I'll be like, oh man, it would be cool, if I could do this, I could have this. But it's like, sometimes I can't get that. I can't get that right now. And I'm okay with that, because it's just, I'm used to just being to myself. And that probably has to do with how I was raised and things like that. That's why I'm trying to challenge myself to go out, even though, yes, I'm trying trying to challenge myself to go out, you know, talk to different people, even if maybe they might not even be messing with me, but hey, at least I can just try. At least I can say I tried to do that and engage with other people, not be too reclusive, right? But it's just hard. It's like I feel like I want to, it's like I'm fighting with myself. I want to I like to isolate too much. I feel like nah, this isn't the right time. Even though there's never gonna be a right time, right? So yeah, I just have to get some things together. Cause with this brand, it's like I don't want to. I'm just thinking about this clothing brand all the time. I want the money and stuff. Anything it has to go into this. Like yeah, I can do little things here and there, but it's like it needs to go into this. I can't. That's what I'm thinking about. It's like when I spend time away from this, it's like wow, I could just be working on this all day. But now I gotta stop going to go do this, and it's like, no, I want to focus 100% on this clothing brand, and yeah, it makes you want to just keep to yourself. It makes you want to keep to yourself. It's, sometimes I thrive there. Like it's good to. It is good because you do meet people. You meet new people every day. But sometimes I like isolation. It's something about it. It's just peaceful for me, I would say. It's like I hate that I have to force myself to do certain things. It's like people who go out, talk to different people, it's like it's so easy. I'm not saying it might not be easy, but kind of easy. Not saying they weren't scared. It's not about that. It's just I still like to keep to myself. Sometimes, like I'll retreat. Like yeah, I'll go out, do that, but then I just retreat, and then I won't. I may not go out for a while. It's peaceful. It's just peaceful. That's the point I'm trying to explain. But yeah, this clothing brand thing. It's yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting, and I just need to keep learning. Yeah, just keep learning and keep finding different people to talk to about it, and just share the stuff on my social media, because everybody's glued to their phones anyway, so might as well just overshare on there and see who's gonna bite on it, you know. I think, what is another frustrating thing though? You kind of do, it's like you gotta keep up with the trends in a way. That's what I'm realizing now. Everyone's into like, even though I do have stuff in the archives designed already, sketched out and stuff like that, right? It's just there is like this new trend. I think it's like that flare pants thing. And even on my website, there are things that people like on my website, but I do get a few people DMing me saying, "Oh, Jewel, I mean, yeah, you should have something like this on there, like you know, the flare pants." Because I see a lot of brands are doing it, even from your smaller brands to your big brands. I see the flare pants, and I'm seeing these like cropped button-up shirts. Like that's like a thing that's in. And I'm like, cool. I mean, I can do that. It's not hard. Just when I do that, it probably would sell out because that's what people are into. I want to make it look different. I gotta put my own spin on it, so I can do that. But yeah, guys, it's a lot of brainstorming. It's a bunch of you just get a bunch of different ideas. It can be overwhelming at times. It feels like my brain is gonna explode from the amount of ideas that I come up with myself and that I just get from the internet pretty much. But I mean, I can do it, so there you go. Just get it done. Um, as far as like, because I know on my Broken Jewels page, I do post like the contest winners. I have the model, Denise, that I'm using, she's on there. And then I post like, a few creative stuff of me, my own stuff, right? But the reason I do that, and then I'm also starting to post like silly videos and stuff on like my personal, and then on my Jules Creative page, I might post stuff that, be kind of weird or like random. Some of it may be to send a message. It can be about mental health, stuff like that. All of that is just to garner, obviously, attention, and just to build, some type of community with certain people, and just get certain people to like, oh, well, I messed with what she posts. I like this. Like, some people, they may not even like your brand really, but they might like the person that's behind the brand, I would say. Because that's what I see a lot of people who are really big. That's how they get people hooked. That's how they sell out stuff so fast and things like that. And also getting, famous people to wear their stuff, or getting famous people to shout out their stuff, talking to different people. It's just a bunch of things you do. And I like doing that. I'm in my happy place when I'm making those videos on my Jewel Arises Instagram. Yeah, my Jewel Arises Instagram, my Jewel's Creative. I like doing those videos that kind of make you, like, some videos are silly, they'll make you laugh, and you have one where it's kind of like, ooh, this is kind of sad, and it kind of makes you think a little bit about things, just some food for thought, right? That's what I'm trying to do. And I missed doing stuff like that, and you just get you get ideas from Instagram. That's why I like Instagram. I like the creative part of Instagram. There's like so many different creators. There's the comedians, there's clothing brands. There's just so much stuff. And that is what I like about Instagram. And you can just share it with everybody, and then just put it in front of everybody and just see what works. This is the internet, might as well use it, take advantage of it. And that's why I kind of started doing those silly videos. I'm doing my creative videos, and when I do those videos, sometimes I will have on my clothing brand, and that is just to, just put something, shock value in front of people, just to see what they think about it. Are they gonna watch it? Oh, what are they gonna say? I love that. And I used to do that a lot. I've been doing this off and on for years, like that whole silly video thing, the whole skit thing. I'll just do it and then I just stop. I've been doing it since I was... When did Instagram come out? When did I make an Instagram? This is years ago. This is before Instagram had videos, y'all. It was just pictures, and I would do like the meme stuff. That stuff was fun to me. And when I see creators still doing that now, it just looks different because we have reels, we have stories now, we have all these different things. I mean, why not take advantage of it and just try it again and see what happens? So that's kind of gotten me into the mood, like, ooh, I miss doing this. I haven't really done this like this. So let me just, get back into the groove again, And we are about to be in, we're going to be in 2025 very soon. So this is insane. So I'm just going to see how things go going into next year, That's pretty much the gist of that whole thing. I'm kind of talking about a bunch of random things at once, but here we go. Also, I left this part out. As far as I just want to go back to the video for a second. It did seem like I kind of mentioned this at the beginning of this video, but I do seem sad as hell at the beginning of that, and that's just because, like I said before, I had other personal stuff. I hate it when I do this. I have other personal stuff going on that was going on through my head at the time that kind of recently just happened. This wasn't like something that's just been, you know, that was like really bad like a year or so ago. But yeah, I think what I'm trying to talk about is the fact that I do work this. Not saying so. That's what I was gonna say. So the post office is a good job. It's a decent job. It's a stable job. You get your benefits. You get this and that. It's just like sometimes you do realize like you're kind of on their time. You're not on your own time. And I guess I did not like that. And then it gets really awkward, even though, yeah, I know people are trying to boast me up saying, like, oh, yeah, you got a government job, you know, this and that, whatever. And one of my uncles, he works for, I think he probably retired, but he still works for the post office. But, I don't know, it just feels weird, like, when I tell people where I work at. I mean, it is a blue collar job unless you're like the manager or you're working in HR or something and you're at like you're working at a desk. It's like a blue collar job. I'm on my feet, I got my satchel, I'm like this. I'm walking up hills, walking down hills, this, that, and the third, you know. And so there were parts of the job that, you know, you do like in a way, because it's like, hey, you're outside, you're getting fresh air. I do like that aspect, and I do like the animals that I run into. At the job, I see so many different dogs, cats, all that stuff, right? I think that's what would keep me in good spirits. I don't know. I had this one neighbor. They took their dog, and it was a big dog. It was off the leash too, but it was nice. And it didn't run, it kind of did a little jog. It came up to me. And it was like just looking all on me and sniffing me and stuff. And I held my hand out, and he did put his mouth over my hand, but he didn't bite hard. It was just love bites. And he was just doing like this. And he was just like sniffing on my hand. It didn't hurt. And I was like, oh, this dog is so cute. So I do like that aspect of the job. It was just certain things, it just becomes too routine. I think that's what was making me sad and depressed. It was just like, oh my freaking gosh, I gotta come in here again, see these same people again. And it was like, even if you're doing different routes, it's just like, and I know people who in different type of, you know, areas, different type of jobs, they probably feel the same way. I don't know. I just know it becomes too much of a routine, and you're gonna get to the point where it's like, okay, I need to switch some things up. Like this isn't it. Especially when you're outside and it's like almost 100 degrees, or if it's like extremely cold, you know. But I mean, I make sure I prepare myself for that. I dress with a bunch of layers, so I mean, yeah, I'm prepared for all this stuff. But it's kind of like, damn, Joe. I mean, so you just gonna accept this? Like, you mean tell me you can't do anything else? Like, what are you doing? You know, I would talk to myself like that. And then it is definitely weird when you tell certain people that you work there, because it's like, especially, you know, I don't want to say that, but it could be, it has something to do with, let's just say you can be judged on where you worked at. I'll just say that. And it's not, you gotta think about it. Certain things now, it's about status, it's about what you got, I don't know, it's about impressing people, I feel like. So it's like, when I say where I work at, you know, even when you're around certain families, like yeah, they might say, oh yeah, that's a good job. I know there's still like, I don't know, you feel like there's judgment there. You feel like there's still stuff being said about you, about things in the past. Like, there's a reason why things happened the way they happened. And I didn't get into everything as far as the basketball thing, this and that. I kind of don't need to really touch on that too much. But there's a reason why things happen the way they happen, unfortunately. But even then, I was still looking for other things to do and trying to learn and do other things. It's just that no one really wanted to no, support what, I don't know. It was what I was just trying to do, think outside the box and do something that I'm like, oh, I can do this. You know, fuck basketball for now, but I can do this. But I don't think people was really on that. And it's annoying because it makes you realize there are certain things you do have to do by yourself, even though it's going to be harder, especially for me, because it takes me a second to learn things. I have to get things down a certain way. I work better when I'm doing things side by side, like hands on, and I realized I wasn't gonna get that. And there's certain things you do have to learn on your own. Unfortunately, certain people can just get things immediately. I'm not one of those people. I have to live. It has to be. Things just don't come easy to me. It's like I have to get things over time, and it's so I have to wait for things, and I hate that. Even when I get close to, I think I'm doing something, and then some BS happens, and then it's like, I don't know. It's very frustrating. Very freaking frustrating. And yeah, I have my moments where I will self-sabotage sometimes, which is rare, but it's like, I don't want to call it self-sabotaging, but it's like I'll be like, I don't know, just do some things maybe you weren't supposed to really be doing, but you just do it because, oh, this is how I feel in this moment, this and that. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it. There'll probably be more, but this is just another video piggybacking off of that video. But yeah.